Hey, Adam Culbertson here. Before we begin, we got a promo from another independent podcast, so when you finish this episode, make sure you go and check them out.
Hey everyone, you're invited to Harpy Hour!
I'm Tracy.
I'm Liz.
I'm Steph.
We are the Harpies, and Harpy Hour is our new podcast featuring ridiculous stories in history, science, and entertainment.
Were you ever suspicious that pigeons were secretly spying on you?
How do you know who to eat first if you survive a shipwreck?
Do problematic musicals send you into an uncontrollable rage?
If so, then Harpy Hour might be your new favorite podcast. That's HARPY for Harpy, and new episodes air every Tuesday wherever you listen to podcasts.
You can also find us on all social media at Harpy Hour Pod.
And check us out on harpyhourpodcast.com.
Okay, bye!
Steel your mind for eldritch horrors of the universe unknown. For what is to follow is a tale of intrigue, mystery, and madness. You're listening to Microphones and Monsters. Where we left off, y'all were in the safe house, you got your rest, and how are y'all going about this heist?
I'm going to shoot things.
Let's go. Let's go with the
I'm gonna follow the heist master's lead, and then lift barrels when instructed.
Never planned a heist before.
The muscle goes where he is.
I'm going to be a little bit honest. Adam was like, "You planned this heist," but that's all I know about the heist. So.
You're like, yeah, I totally planned it.
Yeah, we're gonna rock this.
So I watched Ocean's 11 like 4 times last night.
All right, so
but I think I got
you
the
know
gist
for
of
a
it.
fact the outside there's only 2 guards at the gate. At this point in the whole transition of the stuff arriving, guards coming in, guards leaving, there's 2 that are protecting the gate. It's not at the tower. It's more like towards like a river. But it's more like a storage facility, but you know that there is some kind of secret base underground.
Okay, so there's a secret base underground. We also know that the driver leaves 72 hours after they get there, or the truck leaves 72 hours after they get there. Do I know if a driver is always in the truck at that time, or is the truck empty until that 72-hour mark, and then a driver comes back to the truck?
Yeah, you do know that the driver leaves and like stays at a nearby hotel. Like definitely goes and gets like eats at a local restaurant. That's around, or local restaurants that are around there too.
This is great. I'm just gonna follow whatever Nico says.
Okay, and then and then one more question: do I know if Blip is going to be able to hack into their security stuff when we try? So if like the 2 guards do find us, we can.
Is that like one of his abilities?
He can hack, yeah. I just have to equip that for his thing. I just didn't know if that would be too difficult for him to hack, if I would know that or not.
I mean, you believe that he'd be fine hacking it.
Okay, cool. So
you're confident in your abilities of programming on him.
Okay, sweet. So this is what I will say. All right, so here's the job, or here's what I know about the building. So as of right now, a truck comes, and then after 72 hours, the truck leaves empty from the barrels. The barrels get dropped off. The best opportunity we have is to get in there before the truck leaves. That's when the security is at its lowest. We can steal the barrels, put them in the truck, steal the truck, and then go. There won't be the driver there until the truck is about ready to go. They're going to be at some cafe or held up at some hotel locally, so they're not going to be there. We could potentially track them down, but also there is an underground route into the building should we decide to gain access through the underground instead of straight through the main area. There's also 2 guards in the main area if we try to use that main entrance, so if we could get around those guards, it's better. If we need to go through the guards, I can use Blip here to disable security so that if we engage with the 2 guards, hopefully we can block any kind of alarm from going off and just have those 2 guards to deal with. But it does put us a little bit more at risk. At some point, I feel like we're going to have to deal with the 2 guards if we're going to be lugging barrels out into a truck. But I don't know if we want to do that from in front of them where they can see us coming, or from behind them where we can get a surprise. You know that the truck pulls into an actual building. It's not outside. Okay.
In like this big like storage building, big garage, it pulls in. But beyond that door, you just have no knowledge of what's inside. You could not get that information.
Okay, and I'll be showing you guys all this stuff, like the picture of the big building with the bay and the door and everything on my smartphone with Blip giving me the feed for the info. And anything else that I should know that they should know?
I think that's it. Unless y'all have questions.
No. So we've got multiple ways of going about this. I guess do we want to split people up, or do we all want to go with one avenue? Because I personally think the idea of finding the driver and having one of us impersonate the driver and then having them load up everything and then drive off seems path of least resistance.
So you want me to bite the driver?
Mm-hmm. And then transform into the driver, and then you'll impersonate the driver, and then we can basically wait until the truck's loaded up, and then you drive off, and then we meet you, and we got ourselves a truck fully loaded. No, confrontation, or at least minimal confrontation as I can see it.
Now, do I have any intel on the driver? I know they arrived a little over 2 days ago. Do I know who the driver is for us to be able to look it up?
Do they have a family?
You don't know. You didn't have like details on like the dude's life or anything like that, but you do know that he's been staying in room 615 in this one hotel nearby, and yeah, he really only leaves to go and hit up the liquor store, get food at diners and restaurants in the area. He seems to just throw money around though, like he's not very frugal. Yeah, so he's getting paid good, and he blows it.
Do we have a name for this guy?
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah. A man after my own heart right there.
Doesn't exist.
It's nice being on this side of the table.
Yes.
I guess I do have a new garrote wire.
Yeah, just garrote him. It'll be fine.
See, you gotta be a secret
I
agent.
just feel bad about taking a chunk.
You don't have to kill him. Just
nibble on his finger a bit.
I know, but it's new. You remember the last time I tried to gently
Oh yeah.
Adam forces the psychic damage to hit him.
So you don't know the guy's real name, any designation that he was given, in what you were able to get information on is his name is Path, or that's his nickname, and that's what you got.
All right, so Julian, you think we should go after Pat and Victor can disguise himself as this dude?
That's
but I think if we do that, we're going to need a Pathfinder.
That's a different character entirely. Let's not get confused. It just we have some, Victor has the ability to take the memories and information from somebody and then also transform into that person. I feel like we should use that to our advantage, especially since he can look like this driver and he can also know how this driver speaks, and then any information he could glean that could also help anyway. For example, there could be a change in their operation that we don't know about yet.
Okay. Yeah.
Those are my thoughts.
Do we know if this guy's big, little, tough, weak?
You have no information on if he can fight or anything, but he just seems to be a truck driver.
Okay, well that makes it way easier.
He's a trucker. Where's my trucker hat?
Well, we're still going to have to kind of sneak into this place, because if we're not going to want to leave at the designated time, and it's probably going to be fishy to those two guards if we try leaving early. So we're still going to have to do something with those guards once we get in.
Okay. Let's do this. Let's find the driver. Utilize the driver, I guess is the appropriate term. And then based on the information we get from there, we can plan our next steps to hit the truck. And then we can deal with the guards there, and based on any new information, we can adjust.
How much time does that give us?
Yeah, how much time do y'all have left? Because you took a 4-hour rest. Account for...
And you said it was in 16 hours?
It was 12 hours.
12 hours.
Yeah, so now we're 8 hours out before
Yeah.
it leaves. Okay. And we don't want to get the truck and not have any barrels. I mean, I guess presumably the barrels will be near the truck after they're unloaded.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
I want to say you're about a 15-minute drive away from there in the van. It's a big city.
For which location?
Well, I guess you can kind of... I don't know. Does your van fly, or is it just wheels?
Mine's just wheels.
Okay.
Do you fly?
I'm not that rich.
Yeah.
We should have brought Carl. We stopped by the elevator and got Carl.
So we should have brought Carl.
Yeah, we need a wheelman.
We need a wheelman. Yeah, let's bring it to a vote, at least so everyone's on the same page. Do we just go and hit the truck, or do we want to see if we can get information from the driver and then use that?
Choices.
I like getting information from the driver. I think that's a good idea. And then we can, if anything, use the underground, take out the two guards, and then two of us can even dress up like the guards. Me and...
Yes. I would like to do that job. I think I would be good for it, right?
I think you would make an excellent guard, Aleister.
I don't think the two of us would be able to be the guards if I'm the truck driver.
No, yeah, because you got Nitz and Julian's in a big mech. You could paint on a security officer outfit on the mech. Stop by the paint store.
Slap on a quick logo.
Do you still have
Nanotech paint.
The disguise self spell?
I'm sorry,
And
what?
would that, do you still have disguise self, and Adam, would that work on top of a mech? My guess is it
this.
wouldn't.
I did not prepare it, so no.
Now you've got me
Okay,
curious,
I didn't know
though.
it
Hold
was
on.
Required to be prepared.
Well, I mean, like when I do a rest, I can prepare a different set of spells, and that one I
Oh,
didn't
does-
prepare.
Oh, got it.
Does
got it.
Aleister have disguise self?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, and it wouldn't work for Aleister anyway.
Yeah.
I know it can't do that. I'm just curious about the hypothetical of if it would work with the mech suit.
Yeah, I'm curious about that as well. Since I asked
Yeah,
that question.
but he doesn't even have it. So,
Yeah, I don't have it.
so
Well,
I'm just
Richard,
curious, that's all.
And tell us in 5 minutes.
let's see. I mean, y'all could still put on a suit if you needed to.
So I would actually say that that's actually plausible, because even in the first sentence, you make yourself, including your clothing, armor, weapons, and other belongings on your person, look different until the spell ends or until you use your action to dismiss it, and you can seem 1 foot shorter or taller and appear thin, fat, or in between. So I would say that within those parameters, you would totally be able to make yourself appear more normal human proportions.
Just walking as a big
nice,
or just walking as a normal looking person, and dum 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 dum.
Yeah, I've been bulking out. I've been in the gym trying to get them gains
because it doesn't alter.
It only makes
audio.
sense in this world with cybernetic implants.
Yeah, and he would have to like duck underneath some like doorways, and it would just look like he's ducking for no reason.
All right.
Just hit my head on
just
the
general.
doors.
I would say that would probably work.
All right, so how y'all going about this?
Let's go hit the driver.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's go get the driver. I've got a plan on how to not cause him permanent brain damage.
Okay.
I've got a plan.
I'm interested in this plan.
All right, so of course it's just a regular hotel. It's probably not the best hotel in the city. It's definitely kind of run down. You could definitely, as you're walking, how are y'all going into the hotel? Are all of you going in the hotel?
I will wait outside of the hotel as to not attract suspicion.
I think
it took y'all 15 minutes to drive there. You're parked out on the street in a parking spot.
Here's what I'll do. Victor's going to be like, all right, Aleister, you come with me. Nitz and Julian, you wait here. And we'll let you know if we need help or come out when we're done.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
That's fine. You want me to rough him up a bit?
I just want some backup in case he's tougher than he sounds.
Okay.
Okay. Plus, Aleister's probably the second sneakiest.
I mean, that's probably true, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I mean,
so
Mr. Clunk Clunk over there.
Yeah, subtlety
Exactly.
and me do not mesh well at the current state of affairs.
Are there security cameras in this hotel that I can hack and use the cameras just to watch and make sure they don't get in trouble?
Yes, and it is low, like not a high security system too. So
actually, before we go in, can we have checked with Nitz? Could he have mentioned that?
Yeah,
so I know whether there's like security cameras in the hallways.
This would be his time to mention it, since you just said, "Hey, me and Aleister are going up. Y'all stay here."
Yeah, and then we're in the rooms.
Yeah, I'll just say I've got a little hacker bot in Blip. He can get access to their camera systems, and we can verify and make sure that everything goes off without a hitch. And then if you need anything, then Julie and I can run in and help you out.
Cue the gif of Hacker Man.
All right. Is there a role for hacking?
That's what I'm looking at right now. It says I can
hack whatever he wants at any time.
Planet.
I'm looking at the EMP thing now.
Yeah, because Victor's going to have to assault this guy
A little bit, just a little rough.
Have to go to hacking tools. DC 15 for hacking, low priority corporate security. So it's a DC 5 for hacking general appliances. Mm-hmm. So kind of like what I did with the stuff that they bought.
Yeah.
DC 10 for a house, a cheap car, a commercial hologram. 15 for low priority security, average residence or an average car. 20 for medium corporate security, and a nice car or a nice house, and then 25 for high level corporate security or military, and then 30 for top secret vault or financial institution.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna say this is not even low corporate security. That this place is a hole in the wall hotel. It'll be easy for you to hack.
It's like a DC 10.
Yeah, 10.
Cool.
Okay, I got a 19.
Okay, yeah, you successfully hack it. No issues at all. It immediately went in and took everything down. You have access to the cameras and everything through Blip.
Okay, and I'll just park the van out in like the loading area for a hotel, like where people can load their stuff in and out. And so we'll just park right there in that little drive area,
Okay.
so that we can run into the building really fast if we need to.
All right.
All right. And excuse me. Can you see whether there's a camera in the hallway or in that one room where he's supposed to be?
So I'll take a look and see if I can find room 615 with my cameras.
Yeah, you actually there's no camera in the room, but there's a camera in the hallway for 615, and you can actually go through the footage, and you saw that he entered his room about 15 minutes ago.
Yep, here's the room right here, and it looks like he's in there. Looks like he just got there about 15 minutes ago. So we should be good.
Okay. All right.
All right, Victor. Now, we have to remember what happened last time we tried to do this.
No, I'm not gonna start with biting him. I got this, and I'm gonna pull out the garrote wire that I got from before.
Mm-hmm. The store.
Like, from the store, and I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna try to take him down and get him to pass out.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because, yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah. Okay. So, first off, based on my knowledge, I don't think there's a limit on how often I can use the alter self. And so, I'm gonna try to turn into the bugbear. I'm gonna try to turn into Bugbert.
Bugbert!
Yep. And that is a 16. So do I look sufficiently bugbearish?
Yes, you do. You're pretty
Okay.
You're pretty confident in it, yeah. Your snout
Sweet.
definitely comes in enough to where you look like a bugbear.
Perfect. That's one of the reasons why I picked it. I figured bugbears look a little bit more like crypt folk than humans do, so.
Yeah.
All right. And so then I don't know if Nitz responds to that. I don't know if he's seen crypt folk transform into other people before. I don't know how common that is, because I think that's
You ever seen Cinderella?
necrophage monk thing. I don't think that's a regular crypt folk thing.
It's like that,
Yeah.
but horrifying.
I mean, Nitz is more comfortable around crypt folk than he is with any other folk, just because of everything that he does.
Oh,
But
no, what a nice guy.
I don't know that if I've ever seen that
Yeah.
happen.
I don't think you would have ever seen that.
Yeah, so you can react however you'd like if you want to, but Victor would have done that before getting out of the van.
You people are very, very strange, and I love it.
Yeah. You get that a lot.
Thanks, I appreciate that. My voice changed a little bit. There's a very good chance it'll be completely inconsistent the whole time.
That's fun.
Okay, so Victor's going to get out of the van with Aleister and sort of just go into the hotel and act like he's supposed to be there. He also would have switched into his bugbear clothes real quick
Okay.
because he had
Oh, naked.
so that they
naked bugbear.
turn around. My guess is maybe the shirt didn't fit very well.
All right, so the hotel clerk, they're like, hey, how can I help you?
I'm just visiting a friend who's staying here.
All right.
And so we'll go up to room 615, and knock on the door.
You hear on the other side, who's out there?
Just here to turn the bed down.
You hear like a charge up kind of sound. It's like
Aleister is going to make sure he's nowhere near the door.
Yeah. Victor would have like sort of stepped off to the side if he heard something charge up.
he's like
And then
he's like, get out of here, get out of here if you know what's good for you.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to disturb you.
Is there anything else I could do for you?
Yeah, give me a persuasion check.
All right. That would be a 17.
All right, I failed.
Awesome.
He's like, sorry. Hey, you hear him on the other side. Sorry. I'm a bit on edge. And he opens up the door and he's like, well, do you have any? I need some fresh towels. He opened the door.
Gross.
Okay.
Yeah. Just give me one moment.
Did I see any carts in the hallway as I was making my way up?
You getting this dude fresh towels? You're there to fucking knock him out, steal information.
I just figured that way I'll be able to walk in the room.
The door's open.
At least when he wakes up from his unconsciousness, he'll have fresh towels.
Okay. Before I ask that, is he holding anything? Like, is he holding
you
a
saw
gun?
him. He had a gun, and he's just he has it down at his side.
Okay.
Like he's not in a like a defensive position or anything like that.
Okay. Can I ask if I walk in and then I attacked him, would he be surprised?
You're gonna ask him that?
No.
That's what you're saying.
He's asking
No.
you that.
I'm asking you, Adam.
Okay, he's not in a defensive position. He's got.
Right,
he
but I'm in
opened
the
the door.
hallway
There's
where
no
the
chain
cameras
on the
are.
door or anything like that. He's opened the door. He's like submissive. He apologized to you that he's just a bit on edge. And he's not like pointing a gun at you.
I'll do this. I'll be like, okay.
All right, let me just come in and I'll get the other towels. I'll get the dirty towels, and then I'll bring you some fresh ones in just a moment.
And so I'll just sort of walk. I'll start to walk.
All right, so yeah, he opens up the door and lets you in.
Okay. Once I'm inside the door, is he still facing me?
Aleister, what did you? Are you in the hallway?
Aleister's just sort of in the hallway acting like a cat.
Aleister is in the hallway, yes, acting very much like a cat, like he does.
Okay, so he's gonna be looking at Aleister and he's gonna start asking you without looking at you. Is this your cat?
All right, and at that point, I'm going to surprise attack him from behind.
Okay, how dare you ask me if that's my cat?
I'm terribly insulted.
And
I will
Aleister just
kill
goes,
you.
meow.
Aleister's just going to go, could we just hurry this up, Victor? This is taking entirely too long.
Yeah. So the surprise is that an attack with advantage? I forget if that's how it works.
Yeah.
Surprise attack.
Well,
Okay.
you just get to.
Well, it's two things. Basically,
Okay.
basically, since you're the surpriser, like since he is surprised, he doesn't get to act in the first round of combat, and until he's able to act in combat, then he basically you get advantage against him on attacks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a little weird. Like it used to work the way where you had like surprise actions and everything, but they cut that out, and now it's just. You go through combat normally, and if you're surprised, you don't get to act in the first round.
Yeah.
Okay. So I in that case I had a let me check. It's a new device. I had a 27 to hit.
Yeah.
Hot wire.
So you're wrapping that around his throat.
Yep. So it does 1d6 for or 1d6 plus 4 slashing. So it did 8 slashing damage to him.
Okay.
And he cannot speak, breathe, or use vocal components for spells right now.
All right. So you're choking this dude out successfely.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
as I'm doing it, I'll say, Aleister, get in here, and I'll be like,
Path, I'm really sorry about this. I don't want to hurt you. But if you don't stand down, then we'll have to, and I'm pretty sure we'll
Aleister.
take you out.
Aleister will just prance into the room.
This is the first time I've ever done a heist. This is a little weird and interesting, especially in a world like this. I hope everything's gonna go well inside. I don't know, I'm kind of nervous now thinking about it. I gotta get my mind off something. Nits, is there anything around to eat? Oh, there's like a little street thing over there. Oh, maybe it's like Jefferson's. What do they got here? What's a sushi? What, raw fish? Are you crazy? I mean, just try this. That's really good. Yeah. The pink one. Yeah. That one. Yeah. Not bad. Maybe there's a little something to this. Maybe the raw stuff's pretty good. Money. Oh, yes. Oh, hold on. Let me go. Yeah, here you go. Huh. Raw fish. Strange world. I haven't heard from Aleister and Victor. Hope everything's going well. I need to go check back in on them. Thank you all for listening. Really excited about this new guest. Very looking forward to this little arc we got going on right now. It's a lot of fun. Please visit us at mikesandmonsters.com for all things related to the podcast, links to our Patreon, links to merch, and please go ahead and leave us a review at your preferred podcasting listening app or service. It really helps, and we really appreciate it. Music is written and produced by Marco Mazzei at Fallen Highway Studios and Dark Fantasy Studio. Thank you all for listening, and tune in next time.